I think it's time I have to start my own Kranti now. Where is mistake हो गया? I battled with communication. As I grew older, and I'm still learning that communication is a tool. I was bullied in 4 out of the 5 schools that I went to. This talking thing had already started. Kubbra frequency is on.
हम जब भी फ्रीडम फाइटर्स की बात करते हैं, किसी भी स्टोरी के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो हम उसको ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट में नहीं इमेजिन करते कि यार
मैंने इसको सेपिया में देखा.
सेपिया में देखा, राइट? करेक्ट.
हमारी हीरोइन is the hero of this story, Dr USHA MEHTA. Nearly 22 years old. Britishers had started liquor stores in India. तुम्हारी नदियाँ, तुम्हारे तालाब सब सूखे पड़ जाएंगे, हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता बॉस. हम तो दारू की नदियाँ बहाएंगे. तो ब्रिटिशर्स की इन लिकर स्टोर्स के अगेंस्ट प्रोटेस्ट्स हुए और इन्हीं प्रोटेस्ट्स में सबसे आगे थी उषा मेहता. जब ब्रिटिशर्स वहां पे पहुंचे, उषा बहन ने ऑफिसर से कहा चुप, बिल्कुल चुप. I think it's time I have to start my own Kranti now.
Why is that?
झूठ, कोई ऐसे चुपचाप कोई सुनता नहीं है, बस वेट कराते हैं यहाँ पे सबको. वेर इज मिस्टेक हो गया. अरे थैंक यू. अरे थैंक यू दादा, थैंक यू. पता है ये प्रोडक्शन बहुत ऐसा लो प्रोडक्शन है. यहाँ पे कॉफी भी मिलती नहीं, गर्म पानी मिलता है, गर्म पानी. वैसे ओहो गरम पानी.
Sorry.
गरम मिस्टर गरम पानी.
Sorry.
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
How did you know? I need garam pani for our conversation today. Huh? I need it.
So
Well,
yeah, how are you?
I am good. Yeah. I still remember how I met you for the first time via the internet because you wrote an article about me.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, we did. For this brand I own called Moochwala. Yes.
Be a woman.
We were talking about kick-ass women. And we had to feature you back then as well.
Thank you.
You've been kick-ass then, you're kick-ass today, and you're going
I'm
to
such a
continue to
fan
be.
of your thought process.
Let me firstly, I know you do this amongst the many other things for a living, where you do host and you do all of these things. Let me take hosting responsibilities for the day.
Thank you.
Introduce you
I
and
feel
welcome you to
blessed.
Jan Garnaman.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Such a great thought, such a great concept.
Thank you.
Like, see, I never dressed like this otherwise.
You're looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. Just to introduce you as well, I mean, you are somebody who wears so many hats. The editor is going to have a difficult time putting all the things that she does in the Aston band down because actor.
Then etc.
He's going to run out of space. Etc. is the word, right? So actor, anchor, host, author. International actor / international actress.
Yeah.
The Grand Huntress.
The Grand Huntress.
The Grand Huntress.
The Grand Huntress of the Anacreons.
India's best MC.
That is. Yeah.
Hashtag paid to talk.
That is something I'm very.
You own it, right?
Yeah, that I'm
Hashtag
very
paid to
proud
talk.
of. Yeah. I have to pay money every year to keep it alive.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What do you think? You once buy it? No. You have to
Okay.
It's an
wow.
investment, right? Like towards your brand.
Absolutely.
So to keep it alive as my intellectual property, as it is recognized by the,
Net.
like the government.
Government.
It's got like a stamp
It's an IP.
paper types. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's like
So it's
as
like your
official as
trademark on
official. Yeah, I've got it trademarked and registered.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Maza
So how
aaya,
does this come to you? Like, what do you like? Were you always naturally curious or what?
I think, I was naturally curious is the word.
Yeah.
Curious is the word, but that time, I didn't find my voice for a lot of, till I hit 18. I was quite a late bloomer. I think I took a while to actually find my voice. It was always there in my head before, but I couldn't articulate it ever. To even my parents or even my friends, it took a while to get there. But eventually when I did, I think there's not been any stopping after that.
Yeah.
I've tried to find some of the other creative outlet in whatever way I can.
Really? So where did they start from? Do you remember? What
Uh,
was it like? Debates, elocution?
No, it was basically presentations, class presentations. I did this mass media course, which was back in the day, very, very new, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So very new, a lot of people didn't know about it. I joined that course.
You're so
and
cool.
this course needed us to kind of stand in front of a class and present.
हाँ.
अभी तक तो we were used to अच्छा अपना टेस्ट किया, सबमिट किया, चले गए.
Correct.
Like that, right? Commerce.
हाँ.
I did commerce before that. And वहाँ पे जैसे presentations करनी पड़ी है, that's when I realized, I said, okay, you have to do this. You have to speak. And I really loved doing that, yeah. I really found my niche in that. Niche found his niche. What is your sense of when we talk about freedom of expression? Because you're so expressive yourself, how do you see freedom of expression?
So I think a lot like you, even I battled with communication. You know, like सब अंदर दबा के
बहुत
रखो,
कुछ है.
सब अंदर दबा के रखो बॉस, सब ठीक है, you know, safe है, इसको पकड़ के रखो. But only as I grew older, and I'm still learning that communication is a tool. Language is a tool, like a part of that communication toolbox. You know, if you know and understand different aspects of it, you can actually help the person in front of you absorb what you're saying. It's not just sounds that you're making at them, there's actually a thought to it. So I use words, I use physicality, I use my space as an overall communication tool, an expression and a sense of like, so I'm like, hey, this is my world, I'm carrying it with me, come be a part of that universe. Yeah. So that's my my form of expression. Now that's what I use for communication. And I've realized while writing the book that it came from a place where while growing up we were not allowed to shake hands with people. Imagine my mother that time said, हाथ नहीं मिलाना चाहिए. Germs होते हैं ना?
Okay.
नहीं बेटा, गले नहीं लगना चाहिए, हाथ नहीं मिलाना चाहिए लोगों से. You know, like it's not clean. Imagine this is before COVID and stuff like that. Today my mom is one of the biggest huggers. I'm one of the biggest huggers. And I think I became a hugger because I went outside my house and I realized everyone had this. Like people hugged each other. When I went into the Arab culture, I saw people kissed each other.
Yeah.
So it was close. And that was also platonic. It was also expressive. And two men could do it.
Sure.
As a matter of culture.
Yeah.
Women were far more expressive. And I said, Arey, this is not limiting. If anything, it's adding value. So, bhai, try to karke dekho before you say, nahi, I don't do that.
Yeah. I'm very lucky because I have a signed copy of your book. And I have of
But
course read it.
But geese, you read it?
Yes, of course I've read it. Of course I've read it.
Oh.
So but for the benefit of those who haven't, firstly get a copy. But
yeah,
secondly,
please, it's very hard to sell a book. Please buy a copy.
Absolutely. Why don't you tell us a bit about your growing up years? How was it? Where did you grow up? Bangalore? What was
Bangalore,
life like? Yeah.
Born and raised. Mom comes from Mysore, dad comes from Ooty in Tamil Nadu. I went to school in Bangalore. I went through many schools in Bangalore. I was bullied in 4 out of the 5 schools that I went to. And then between my 6th and 7th grade, I was in the process of changing my schools. And I had been promoted with a warning. And also, interestingly, an apology from the school because I was bullied by the teacher.
What?
Yeah, so my mom was a very strong woman then, very strong woman now. I remember she took me to a psychiatrist back in the day. I was 13 years old, it's unheard of. Right. She took me there and the psychiatrist said, boss, mat leke jao wahan pe. We will have a child who's imbalanced neurologically. Mat leke jao. बहुत डर बैठ गया उसको स्कूल से. उसको compound wall भी मत दिखाओ स्कूल का. I used to get fevers. I would throw up physically जैसे स्कूल बस आती थी. So I stayed at home during the summer vacation. But my mom had given me one job. It was सुबह में जाओ newspaper and दूध लेके आओ. So 7 o'clock in the morning we used to go bring doodh and newspaper. And the other job that I had was to find something in terms of activity that I wanted to do.
Do you feel that art and the field that we are in allows us this freedom to be a new person every day?
Yeah.
And for people like us, and I'm shamelessly putting myself in the same bucket right now, that it allows us the freedom to kind of just be anybody for that day.
Or it gives you the freedom to be exactly who you are and who you want to be. you know, you can't fake it till you make it here.
Yeah.
लोगों को तुम्हारा झूठ पकड़ा जाता है, मतलब they will catch your lie. And it's amazing. People aren't stupid anymore. They can see it's right through you. And I think that we were just talking about this. That gives us the democracy.
Yeah.
And the freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
As we talk about today, each one of us is creating something or the other.
Yeah.
You know, we may question it.
Sure.
We may think कि बोलना ज़रूरी है क्या? आजकल ऐसा ज़माना आ गया है कि मतलब सोचना पड़ता है एक बार.
बिल्कुल.
You know, एक बार से कौन है वो जिसने मुड़ के मुंह को नहीं देखा?
ये कौन है से देखा?
किसने देखा?
देख लिया?
किसने देख लिया?
किसने सुन लिया? हाँ. For somebody like you who can't be put in a box, what does freedom mean to you?
I remember reading this poster a long time ago. What is it? Happiness is doing what you want, and freedom is liking what you do.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine, like, happiness तो मतलब from whatever you do you get, but then freedom is actually liking that entire thing, right?
Yeah, so important.
Like, do you enjoy what you do? That I feel is like, so I think if I have the freedom, like, if I'm really liking this, then I'm in a sense of freedom. I'm able to create more.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that is the right thing, but I kind of feel we've like opened up like some interesting thought here.
Yeah.
There is a sense of freedom, like,
There is.
And
You on the other hand, I think already were working at a very younger age than this, right? You started
I
working.
started because it was just very, like, this talking thing had already started. So
Yeah.
now this is how to stop. Radio बंद नहीं हो रहा है. अब ये चालू है.
चालू है.
Yeah, Kubbra frequency is on.
Is on.
हाँ, now I'm in debate हो रहा है Bangalore में personality competitions.
Always.
In college fests. Who's the winner? Woohoo! So we used to do all of that. Yeah. And I used to win this personality. I used to be a legit threat.
Whoa,
yeah,
nice.
कि वो आ रही है
This
जीत
Kubbra
के।
taking part, oh my god.
Oh no यार.
अब तो second ही आएंगे.
अब तो second ही आएंगे. वो तो मिस पर्सनैलिटी लेके जाएगी.
हाँ.
मतलब इतनी मिस पर्सनैलिटी की आदत हो गई थी कि when I took part in a pageant.
हाँ.
Like pageant is about beauty यार. मेरे को वहाँ पे भी मिस पर्सनैलिटी मिली. मैंने कहा यहाँ तो ब्यूटी का अवार्ड दे दो.
इससे आगे भी बढ़ाओ.
I am also beautiful.
Yeah. Promotion करो.
Miss personality out. Sash दे दिया मेरे को. And I don't know. I think some event manager or somebody would have seen. So I remember first thing I did was on. I used to make announcements on a truck that was selling tickets for Shah Rukh Khan's Temptations.
Oh yes, of course.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
So this was like 2003.
Three, yes, yeah,
3,
2003.
yeah. So that's when I started.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah,
Oh
damn,
my
wow.
God, that's a long time ago. So 20 years ago, I started that. Wow. And then I also did something called IT.com. It was one fest, okay, of tech fest.
Nice.
So I was in one of the booths and I used to interact with people in the booth. It's got 750 rupees for like 12 hours of work. Lots of
Big.
money. Very big money. I thought I'd made it then only.
Yeah, always.
Then I forgot. Then I have to remind yourself, no Baba, you've made it too many times in life now, relax. You know, more than what you ever imagined, right? But then the real time to actually delve deeper into yourself and ask you, who are you? What do you want to do? Is this okay or is it something you're doing because of conditioning?
Sure.
Just अपने लिए अपने सवाल.
Correct.
You know, setting yourself a question paper and then answering those questions. I think that happens when you're living out of your country for the first time.
True.
When you're building a community, when you're meeting new people, and you find people who at first I think are exactly who you are, and then you slowly break out of that and start meeting people who are exactly not who you are, and then you learn from them. So I think that's what happened to me as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I worked at Microsoft, which at that time was quintessential boss, तब तो कोई भी शादी कर लेता मुझसे. अब किसी को नहीं करना, creative आदमी है. तब कोई, I mean, come on.
Best.
No, of course, I was very saleable
Yeah.
in the matrimonial market there while I worked for Microsoft. So while I was working there, I knew I was a trophy for everyone else but me. I didn't feel value attached to it. I couldn't do it. Commerce की degree थी, marketing की degree थी, so feel नहीं था. So that's why. But let us tell you one more thing. Do you know I also started my career in the radio in Dubai?
Oh, you did?
I did.
Yes.
I used to work under an alias.
Which
Because
was?
in Dubai you can't have two names. Sorry, you can't have two professions.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't get salary from two jobs.
Oh.
So I was Kubbra at Microsoft, and I was Sarah on the radio.
Ooh. Sarah. Nice.
I used to do the graveyard shift in the morning, Friday, Saturday, when people used to be sleeping. I used to do radio because मुझे बहुत मजा आता था.
Paid to talk
It
since
was
then.
the closest thing, like the most amount of freedom I felt
Wow.
was while I was expressing myself. So imagine to live in that euphoria. It's a good feeling.
Fab.
Yeah.
You spoke about radio, you spoke about freedom of expression. What I am most excited to know is that out of our country is blessed with heroes. So many different heroes that have contributed to bringing our nation where we are today. Who amongst this plethora of people that are available, whose story have you decided to kind of share with us today?
So this one is an underdog story. And you know जब हम हिंदी फिल्में देखते हैं, commercial blockbusters, espionage वाली फिल्में जब देखते हैं ना, हमें वो excitement होती है ना, और फिर जब फिल्म खत्म होती है हम कहते हैं यार ये तो हर फिल्म में हो चुका है.
Correct.
But sometimes it's because reality is so much stranger and so much more amazing than fiction. So ये जो कहानी है उस ज़माने की है जहाँ पे आज जैसा नहीं है, you know कि oh my god, do like big budget films with heroine sell? नहीं, हमारी heroine is the hero of this story.
Oh, beautiful.
And the person I'm going to speak about on Jan Gan Man is Dr. USHA MEHTA.
Wow.
Yeah, she's an incredible person. And the story of her freedom struggle for our great nation started with a box. मगर ऐसे नहीं है, मैं थोड़ा ऐसा ड्रामा करके बताऊँ तो मेरे को सही
Please,
लगेगा.
always.
हाँ, full drama, okay. अब ये introduction है, ठीक है?
Go for it.
हाँ, done, okay.
Action.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, मौसम शानदार है. Just sit tight and enjoy radio. रुकावट के लिए खेद. Hello everyone. This is 42.34 FM. From the past 80 years, there hasn't been any show on this frequency. But today I'm here for a special program. क्योंकि 42.34 FM एक ऐसी फ्रीक्वेंसी है जो देश को सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी पर लाई थी. कैसे? Let me tell you. सुनना सुनाना, कुछ करने की बातें करना और कुछ करके दिखाना, दोनों में फ़र्क है. किसी की आवाज़ को दबाना पर उस दबी हुई आवाज़ का हुनकार बन जाना, ये तानाशाही का तर्क है. तुम रोको जितना रोक सकते हो, तुम थोपो जितना थोप सकते हो, पर आवाज़ तो गूंजेंगी. जानती थी वो कि खर खर से डर कर रेडियो से ही इन फिरंगियों की जंजीरें टूटेगी. था ना भाई सही इंट्रोडक्शन. Imagine this country of ours is at the peak of its freedom struggle, ठीक है? और वो सब कर रहे हैं जिसकी वजह से हमारे देश को आज़ादी मिलेगी from the Britishers. And that's when radio, as technology back then, comes to our support and comes to favor us. And Usha Mehta, Dr. Usha Mehta, who's known as Usha Ben, because she's from
Also
Gujarat.
Radio Ben.
Radio Ben.
Correct, Radio Ben.
रेडियो बेन. तो इमेजिन आपका जर्नलिज्म के साथ कनेक्शन है, मेरा रेडियो के साथ कनेक्शन है, एंड हमारी जो फ्रीडम फाइटर हैं जिनके बारे में आज हम बात करने वाले हैं, वो और उनका कनेक्शन कम्युनिकेशन और रेडियो से है. सो ड्यूरिंग दीज मिलिट्री ऑपरेशंस, जब किसी भी आर्मी को ना डर था कि उनके जो सिग्नल्स हैं वो इंटरसेप्ट कर लिए जाएंगे, तब वो सारे रेडियो सिग्नल्स शट कर रहे थे. एंड दैट्स वेयर यू गेट द टर्म रेडियो साइलेंस. जब हमारा फ्रीडम का स्ट्रगल चल रहा था, तब भी हमारे देश में ब्रिटिशर्स ने रेडियो साइलेंस किया था. एंड इन टाइम्स के दौरान देयर वाज दिस लेडी was merely 22 years old, ठीक है, and she took up this responsibility and she said कि I am going to spread the message of independence and I'm going to do that with the help of a small tiny box. सारस गुजरात में 5 साल की उषा रहती थी। बापू आए तो मुझे मिला देना, सबसे नन्ही उषा यही कहती थी। बापू को मिली नहीं थी वो, पर मानो उन्हें जैसे सालों से जानती थी। बापू के प्रिंसिपल्स को वो अपने जीवन का सत्य मानती थी। अहमदाबाद के आश्रम में वो अपने बापू से मिली। वहाँ उन्होंने सत्याग्रह की राह चुनी। बट टू बी ऑनेस्ट, अगर हम उसे एक रियलिटी चेक में देखें तो शायद सत्याग्रह की राह ने उषा जी को चुन लिया था। इट वॉज द ईयर 1928। ब्रिटिशर्स हैड स्टार्टेड लिकर स्टोर्स इन इंडिया। तो वो मॉक कर रहे थे हम सब लोगों को। वो कह रहे थे हमसे बेझिझक होके कि तुम्हारी नदियाँ, तुम्हारे तालाब सब सूखे पड़ जाएंगे, हमें कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता बॉस, हम तो दारू की नदियाँ बहाएंगे, पार्टी करेंगे, एंड दैट टू आवर फेसेस। ऑलराइट, देयर वाज लाइक ज़ीरो मोरालिटी इन दिस। उन्हें तो रूल करना था, यही तो तानाशाही होती है, विल रब इट इन योर फेसेस। तो ब्रिटिशर्स की इन लिकर स्टोर्स के अगेंस्ट प्रोटेस्ट्स हुए और इन्हीं प्रोटेस्ट्स में सबसे आगे थी उषा मेहता। बोली स्पष्ट नहीं थी उनकी, पर इरादा वो स्पष्ट था। ज़बान हल्की तुतला रही थी, पर मंसूबा बुलंद था। हम वो क्या कहते हैं, बच्चे हैं क्या क्या ही कर लेंगे, हाँ। पर ये वक्त ऐसा था कि बच्चा बच्चा आज़ादी की इम्पोर्टेंस को जानता था। चींटी भी अगर ठान लेना तो हाथी से तांडव करवा सकती है। एक बच्ची अगर ठान ले तो बगावत को लगोरी का खेल बना सकती।
क्या बात है, ब्यूटीफुल।
तो ड्यूरिंग दिस रिबेलियन उषा जी के घर में भी एक रिबेलियन चल रहा था। हर फादर वॉज अ जज इन द ब्रिटिश राज। तो घर का माहौल है, तो वो तो ऑब्वियसली अलाउ नहीं करने वाले थे कि मैं ब्रिटिश राज में काम कर रहा हूँ, तुम मतलब उन्हीं के अगेंस्ट मतलब प्रोटेस्ट करोगी, ये कैसे हो सकता है, वो चांस ही नहीं था। तो उस समय हमारी उषा बहन को, जो छोटी 8 साल की हमारी जो बच्ची थी, उन्हें छुप छुप के जाना होता था प्रोटेस्ट्स में। अब 1932 की बात करते हैं। नाउ शी इज़ 12 years old। कि हमारी छोटी सी बच्ची थोड़ी बड़ी हो गई है, 12 साल की हो गई, और पूरी हमारी जो डॉक्टर उषा मेहता की जो फैमिली है वो बॉम्बे शिफ्ट हो गई। उस वक्त फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल का एपीसेंटर हुआ करता था मुंबई। ले लिया था उन्होंने ब्रह्मचर्य का वचन, खादी से लदा हुआ था उनका तन, अहिंसा की विचारधारा से जीवित था उनका मन, और उनके साथ सेनानी थे उनका सबसे बड़ा धन। पढ़ाई में अव्वल, फिलॉसफी की डिग्री, सब कुछ तो ठीक ही था ना। ब्रिटिश भारत में डिग्री पाना उनके लिए भीख ही था। त्याग और बैराग अपनाने की सबकी औकात नहीं होती। भारत को माँ तो बुलाते हैं कई, पर बेटा या बेटी बनना सबके बस की बात नहीं होती। मुझे लगता है ना कि हम सोचते हैं कि बात कहना बहुत ज़रूरी है, मगर मुझे लगता है कि ऑनेस्टली बात कहने से ज़्यादा बात पहुंचाना ज़रूरी होता है। बिकॉज 1942 में इंडियन फ्रीडम जो स्टेज पे थी, जो हमारी जो स्ट्रगल थी, दैट वाज इन अ वेरी क्रूशल स्टेज। और ऑल इंडिया रेडियो जो उस वक्त ब्रिटिश कमांड के अंडर था, एंटी फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल के मैसेजेस चलाता था। और ऐसे में उषा मेहता जी ने बहुत स्मार्टली सोचा कि इतनी वाइड रीच है, तो हम क्यों ना हमारे दोस्तों की मदद के साथ 14 अगस्त को एक सीक्रेट कांग्रेस रेडियो शुरू करें। तो हमारे जो उषा बहन के दोस्त थे, आई लव इट, को एजुकेशन एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ, सो मच फन बैक इन 1942, ठीक है। तो उनके जो दोस्त थे जिन्होंने उषा बहन की मदद दी और उनका साथ दिया, वो दोस्त थे विठल भाई जवेरी, चंद्रकांत जवेरी, बाबूभाई ठक्कर और ननका मोटवानी, जो खुद शिकागो रेडियो के ओनर थे। उन्होंने उषा को इक्विपमेंट्स और टेक्नीशियंस दोनों दी। तो 27 अगस्त, प्लान तो था हमारा कि 14 अगस्त को ये होगा, बट 27 अगस्त को कांग्रेस रेडियो went on air for the very first time. Okay, and listen, you have to like kind of like brace yourself for this. I don't know, the first time, you know, I even said it, I had goose flesh. I want to try this again and let's see what happens this time. ये कांग्रेस रेडियो है, हम 42.34 मीटर्स पर भारत में कहीं से बोल रहे हैं। ये पहली अनाउंसमेंट थी जो कांग्रेस रेडियो पर गई थी।
भारत में कहीं से बोल रहे हैं।
या
बेसिकली दे डिडंट वांट द ब्रिटिशर्स टू नो वो लोग कहां से बोल रहे हैं।
No.
तो कहीं से बोल रहे हैं।
हाँ,
समवेयर इन इंडिया।
बिकॉज वो हमेशा अलग अलग जगहों से करते, तो पहले उन्होंने कहा कहीं से।
द ब्रिटिशर्स ऑलवेज लुकिंग फॉर देम।
या और हमारे जो रेडियो प्रोग्राम्स थे वो शुरू और ख़त्म देशभक्ति के गानों से होते थे, और बीच में फ्रीडम फाइटर्स की स्पीचेस सुनाई जाती थी। वो स्पीचेस जो सुनने के लिए सब तरस रहे होते। हड़बड़ा गई थी ब्रिटिश सरकार, 42.34 को बंद करना चाहती थी। किसी भी हाल में उन्हें रंगे हाथों पकड़ उनकी ट्रांसमिशन को भंग करना चाहती थी। तो भाई 42.34 को हर बार किसी अलग अलग जगह से ट्रांसमिशन करना पड़ता था, ताकि वो यानी ब्रिटिश लोग कभी उषा बहन और उनके साथियों को लोकेट नहीं कर पाए। ये पकड़ा पकड़ी के खेल में 3 महीने चले गए। जैसे मैंने कहा था, देश में सब उषा जी की वजह से सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी पे आ गए थे। ब्रिटिशर्स ने अपने मंसूबों में कामयाबी तो पाई, दिस वाज नॉट डिफिकल्ट, आई मीन लुक एट देम इन नंबर्स एंड लुक एट अस। लेकिन एक टेक्नीशियन ने 42.34 के खिलाफ एक टिप दे दी उनको, और उसी वजह से हमारी ये सारी जो क्रू थी वो पकड़ी गई। सिर्फ 3 महीने चला था ये कांग्रेस का सीक्रेट रेडियो, पर इन 3 महीनों में द मैसेज ऑफ फ्रीडम हैड रीच्ड द एंटायर कंट्री। तो 12 नवंबर 1942 को ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर्स ने उन्हें पकड़ लिया। सैड स्टोरी, बट आई गिव यू हैप्पी एंडिंग। यू वांट हैप्पी एंडिंग? हाँ, तो कहते हैं जब ब्रिटिशर्स वहाँ पे पहुँचे, ये सीक्रेट लोकेशन पे, ठीक है, एक नेशनल सॉन्ग चल रहा था, उषा बहन, डूड, मैंने पहले कहा था शी इज द हीरो ऑफ दिस स्टोरी, राइट। उषा बहन ने ऑफिसर से कहा, चुप, बिल्कुल चुप, खड़े रहो, आप गाना खत्म होने दो, फिर हमें अरेस्ट कर लेना। एंड गेस व्हाट, वैसे ही हुआ। सारे जो ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर्स थे वो रुके रहे जब तक गाना खत्म नहीं हुआ। आई मीन दिस इज उषा बहन फॉर यू मैन। थिंक आउटसाइड द बॉक्स। तो सब करते हैं, पर उषा बहन थॉट विथ द बॉक्स। 42.34 ये नंबर बना कोड टू ब्रेक द ब्रिटिश लॉक। I mean, can you imagine, like, I think that's what a happy ending is, right? Like, and that's what a great story is. And this story is real, as real can get. And she's a real-time hero.
Yeah.
I also heard they're making a movie on her. I hope it's true.
Yeah. I've heard that too. I hope they make it well.
I hope it's true. बेटा मन में लड्डू फूटा। But I think this is what it really is, Nonesh.
I'm so glad you shared this story.
No, thank you. Thank you for giving me this wonderful space. Thank you for making this happen, because we've been chatting about it for so long.
Yeah. I'm so happy you picked this story. Like I said,
This story is very close to my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to be someone who broke out of, like, the restraints.
Absolutely.
For me, it is like so interesting to see generationally सबसे शायद बड़ी बगावत हमने हमारे अपनों से की है।
क्या बात है।
तभी जाके कुछ हुआ है लाइफ में।
बिल्कुल।
मगर जो डरते हैं अपनों से बगावत करना, आई थिंक वो कहीं ना कहीं कन्फॉर्मिटी में फंस जाते हैं।
Even in उषा मेहता's case, for example, I remember मैंने पढ़ा था कहीं कि जब नवंबर 1942 को जब उनको अरेस्ट किया, उसके बाद for the next 4 years she was in jail, till 46 she was in jail, and the Britishers tried to get more names out of her, even tried to coerce her कि we'll send you abroad to study, What do you need? You're 20 something.
Also,
What
you
works
are
for
the judge's daughter.
Correct. So what?
So you will still have
Correct. Something.
Some
feeling for the
treatment,
government,
yeah.
maybe still. But
Yeah.
they tried everything, right? जैसे बोलते साम दाम दंड भेद सब try कर लिया. But she didn't utter a word. She didn't give anybody's name, and that happened. And then of course 1946 is which is very close to our to us getting freedom in 1947. So I think a lot of these people were starting to get released as well, right? And that's when she got released. And another interesting fact is that after that, she completed her PhD from Wilson itself, right? She completed her PhD in Wilson, and that's how she became Dr. Usha Mehta. And for 30 years after that, from 1950, once she finished her PhD, from 50 till the year 80, she was teaching as a professor in Wilson College. कि यहाँ से 15-20 किलोमीटर दूर in the heart of Bombay, next to Chowpatty is Wilson College, right? जो बॉम्बे में नहीं भी रहता है उसने भी चौपाटी का नाम सुना होगा. वहाँ पे है विल्सन कॉलेज. 1980 तक आई थिंक वो वहाँ पर पढ़ाते थे as a professor. For 30 years she used to teach there. Means imagine a lot of people would have studied from Dr. Usha Mehta.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude? Like imagine a freedom fighter was their teacher.
These were the change makers, yeah. They really were.
हम जब भी फ्रीडम फाइटर्स की बात करते हैं, किसी भी स्टोरी के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो हम उसको ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट में नहीं इमेजिन करते कि यार
मैंने इसको सेपिया में देखा.
सीपिया में देखा, राइट? करेक्ट.
ये मैंने सेपिया में देखा.
हाँ, ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट फिर सीपिया, उससे आगे तुम कलर में तुम नहीं जा सकते हो, तो बढ़ ही नहीं सकते. बट यू नो द अदर बिगर थिंग फॉर मी which I hope that through this is that the viewers kind of do their own research, look up and read and understand is when did you think she passed? You know what, if I were to tell you that there is a chance Usha Mehta may have seen DDLJ. I'm purposefully taking the name of a film that every Indian must have seen.
Yeah.
Right? Every Indian alive now must have seen. Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge.
It's a part of your
It's
board
part of
syllabus.
Our board syllabus now. Dr. Usha Mehta would
पलट
have
कितनी
seen
बार
it.
बोला था.
She passed in the year 2000. 2000 is now.
Now.
2000 is as color as it gets. She was here, she was alive. I'm sorry, but we know where all of our Bollywood actors stay. Do we know where she used to stay?
Where did she stay?
I have no idea, but I want to know.
You know, that's the whole thing, right? This is fodder. This is fuel.
We should
What
know
do you
these
do
things.
with these things? For all you know, she's your neighbor.
Yeah.
And when I say your neighbor, I mean, I don't know how like today we see all these movies, right, which are inspired by grandparents. And like, I was telling my friend yesterday that little did I know that my great grandfather used to be an advisor in the court of the king of Mysore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm also royal and all that stuff, apparently. Yeah, he used to be an advisor
Wow.
to the king. So,
Phenomenal.
yeah, like
But
we don't find out about ourselves, yeah. You know, who are you? Where did you come from?
Like इसका कोई बहाना भी नहीं है ना हमारे पास. अगर कोई 2000 तक था हमारे बीच, तो इसका क्या बहाना है कि हमें नहीं पता?
हमको इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं था ना, हमने केयर नहीं किया. मगर मुझे लगता है अगर हम केयर कर लेंगे ना कई चीज़ों के बारे में, तो उसी का हल वहीं से निकल आएगा. The minute you're interested, the minute you're curious, the more you're seeking, the more, I don't know.
Care and then share.
बस care यार.
You know, just to wrap it up in terms of what she did with that box of radio in 70-80 years back. We have the entire social media world in our hands now. Let's hope we put it to better use rather than all the stuff that's going on.
So are you saying I should say like, share, subscribe to this channel?
You can. I think more than share, the idea is to care. So first care, then
share, like, subscribe. I genuinely feel that we're trying to bring such a relatable human behind this hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
क्योंकि हमारी किसी की भी struggles अलग नहीं है. सब किसी हद तक सारी नदियाँ ट्रिब्यूटरीज उसी सागर में जाके मिलती हैं. बॉस तुम्हारी भसड़ मेरी भसड़ से बड़ी भसड़ नहीं. तो जैसे हमने शुरुआत की थी, हम कहेंगे कि प्लीज़ केयर करो.
करेक्ट.
और थोड़ी आंखें खोलो, थोड़े कान खोलो,
गो
थोड़ा
रिसर्च.
दिल खोलो और
Patriotism is
इंस्पिरेशन, पेट्रियोटिज्म.
School. Just don't be on your
It's
high horse.
cool. I can tell you that this is cool.
Absolutely is. Absolutely is. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this.
I
Lovely
love
talking to you.
the
Thank you.
nice doing business with you.